Buying or selling a home, it's probably the absolute biggest financial transaction of your entire life, right? But wait a second, what happens if the person telling you what that property is worth isn't actually legally qualified to do so? Well, welcome to this explainer. Today we're going to walk through exactly how to look up a home appraiser's license in Pennsylvania, which is absolutely crucial so you can protect yourself from a totally devastating financial mistake.
I mean, are you really trusting your biggest asset to an unlicensed appraiser? A single unverified credential can literally derail an entire property transaction, or worse, leave you massively financially exposed. Just imagine this scenario. You're under contract for a beautiful home. You've paid hundreds of dollars for an appraisal, and the valuation finally comes in. But then, no way, your lender rejects the report because the appraiser's license expired 3 months ago. Suddenly, your closing is delayed, you're paying for a whole second appraisal, and that dream home, yeah, it's totally at risk.
And honestly, with the massive rise of wholesaling and these under-regulated real estate schemes we're seeing, the financial risk of relying on an unlicensed individual is just higher than ever. Some folks are lured into real estate wholesaling with promises of fast cash and honestly very little training. Without proper oversight, these unlicensed actors can totally take advantage of vulnerable homeowners. So verifying those credentials, that is your absolute first line of defense.
So here is our roadmap for today. We're covering why you need to verify appraiser licenses, using the PAL system, National Registry alternative methods, solving common search problems, reporting unlicensed appraiser activity, and some actionable insights and a disclaimer. We're going to give you the exact step-by-step tools to protect yourself and your investments.
All right, let's dive right into Section 1. Why verify appraiser licenses?
Let's talk about what a certified general appraiser actually is. It's a person authorized under the Real Estate Appraiser Certification Act to perform appraisals of all types of real property in non-federally related transactions. This brilliantly illustrates the legal standard. A certified professional isn't just out there taking a wild guess. They are held to stringent ethical and quality standards by the Pennsylvania Department of State. Whether they're a certified general appraiser, a residential appraiser, or an appraiser trainee, they fall squarely under the jurisdiction of the State Board of Certified Real Estate Appraisers. This board is what ensures that valuations are accurate, unbiased, and actually legally sound.
Moving on to Section 2, using the PAL system.
Now, before an appraiser is even approved in the state's online registry, they have to pass rigorous paperwork and background checks, just like you see in this State Certified Evaluator application document. The state requires applicants to submit criminal history record checks, which are often processed through the state police patch system. They literally have to prove their education, detail their past experience, and pass these comprehensive exams. Only once they clear all of those hurdles does their information finally go into the state database. So how do you verify this status yourself? Well, you'll use the Pennsylvania licensing system, which we call PALS. It's just a few simple steps. Step 1, navigate to pals.pa.gov/verify. Step 2, select person or facility. Step 3, choose the board name. And Step 4, input the name or license number. It's really that simple. Just open your web browser, head to that URL, and if you're looking for an individual, select person. If you're checking on an appraisal management company, choose facility. Then, from the drop-down, pick the State Board of Certified Real Estate Appraisers, type in their first and last name, or their exact license number if you have it, and hit search. Clicking on their name and the results will instantly show you their active status, expiration date, and the whole shebang, including any disciplinary history.
Okay, let's shift to Section 3, National Registry Alternative Methods.
Let's break down your 3 primary verification platforms, what target entities they cover, and their data refresh and synchronization times. You've got the Pennsylvania Licensing System, or PALS, for PA individual appraisers, trainees, and AMCs, which updates within 48 hours. Then there's the ASE National Registry for certified appraisers on federal transactions, where state batches actually take 30 to 35 days. And finally, the HUD FHA Appraiser Roster for FHA-cleared appraisers, which syncs with the federal ASE registry. The absolutely key difference you need to know here is synchronization times. PALS is for sure your fastest resource for state actions, but if you're getting an FHA loan, you've got to use the HUD FHA roster. And keep in mind, those federal databases rely on the state to send batch updates, which can literally take over a month to propagate, so timing is everything.
Next up, Section 4, Solving Common Search Problems. I want you to keep this number in your head for a second, 48. There is a 48-hour synchronization latency between a state administrative action and when it finally appears on the public PALS portal. So what does this actually mean for you? Well, if your appraiser just renewed their license yesterday, the online system might still show them as expired today. Crazy, right? But it's super important to remember if you're checking up on someone.
If your search comes up completely empty, here are a few things to watch out for. First, watch out for name misspellings. Second, ensure you selected the correct licensing board. Third, remember that 48-hour system delay for renewals. And lastly, trainees cannot reactivate online. They actually have to call 1-833-367-262. Seriously, check those spellings. Are you using the exact name on their legal documents? Did you maybe accidentally select the Real Estate Commission instead of the Appraisers Board in that drop-down menu? Also, appraiser trainees have a very unique rule. Unlike certified appraisers, they can't just click a button to reactivate their lessons online. They must contact the board directly by phone to resolve their status.
All right, moving on to Section 5, reporting unlicensed appraiser activity.
As the source material explicitly states, unlicensed real estate activity of any kind can be reported by filing a complaint with the Real Estate Commission. This is your empowerment tool. Unlicensed real estate activity of any kind can and absolutely should be reported. You have a direct mechanism right here to stop fraud and maintain the integrity of the market. The state literally relies on vigilant consumers and professionals like you to flag bad actors. Simply put, if someone is out there offering valuations without a license, they are breaking the law. To file a complaint, you can contact a professional compliance office at P.O. Box 6952, Harrisburg, PA, or just call 717-783-4849. Please do not hesitate to use this exact contact info to alert the authorities if you even suspect an appraiser is operating without a valid Pennsylvania credential. The Professional Compliance Office handles these investigations totally confidentially. You can call that number or go through the Department of State's online portal to file a formal complaint. It's an absolutely vital step in keeping the whole real estate industry honest.
And that brings us to Section 6, Actionable Insights and Disclaimer.
Let's quickly recap what we've learned. Always verify credentials before hiring an appraiser. Utilize PALs for state-level searches. Check the ASC registry for federal transactions. And report unlicensed activity immediately to protect others. By consistently making this a habit and following these actionable steps, you are effectively shielding yourself from massive financial liabilities tied to fraudulent real estate valuations. Before you sign that contract, before you pay that invoice, just take 3 minutes to go to pals.pal.gov and verify. It's totally free, and honestly, it's your absolute best protection.
Now, for a quick disclaimer, this explainer provides general information and is not a substitute for legal or professional real estate advice. Please always remember to consult with relevant authorities, legal counsel, or the state board directly when you're in doubt about a specific real estate transaction. Every situation is totally unique, and while these lookup tools we've discussed are super powerful, they're really just one part of your overall due diligence process.
So, I want to leave you with this final thought. Who is valuing your property, and what will you do today to guarantee their credentials are real? Remember, knowledge is only power if you actually use it. Thank you so much for joining this explainer. Be sure to subscribe for more insights, and hey, drop a comment below and share your own experiences with the appraisal process.